funny how people react when new gear comes out lately. If there is something already on the market similar to it, then they act as if it's not needed, even if the new product offers like better features or something new. Such is the case with the Boss SX1. XS1. On day one, just about every sponsored video for this pedal had people in the comments saying stuff like, just use a Digitech drop, or there are already pitch shifters on the market. I get that the gear market is just flooded with so many products, and if companies just release clone of a clone after clone, what is the point? But this isn't the case. Now, if I only compare it to the Digitech drop, which I'm going to, it has improvements and options that the drop doesn't. The drop is great, but it's limited compared to the XS1. And you may not even need those options, but we'll talk about that a bit later. After the initial embargoes videos posted and everyone's YouTube feed wasn't trying to smash this down their throats, it started to get some praise. So let's take a look. Looking at the unit, you have two knobs and two switches. First, you have this balance knob where you can mix your retune signal and your dry signal together. Most of the time, I just kind of keep it cranked so you get nothing but the wet signal. Down below that, you have your momentary toggle. It means you can make it a momentary switch, meaning it's on only when you press it. And over here, you have your shift. You got your 7 full semitones, and you got 3 full octaves to play with right there. Below that, you have your tuning. You can down tune, you can up tune, or you can put it in the middle to add an octave to your just dry signal. So it's very subtle. You got an input here, output here, and over here you have a control and expression pedal input. Great for expression pedal. I haven't used the control with it, so I'll be playing around a little bit with an expression pedal. I find the 7 semitones in first octave setting to be useful, but anything after that is a bit extreme, whether it's up or down. The balance lets you fine tune it a little bit more or just use the full wet signal. The control and expression option is great for experimenting with sounds and getting that extreme pitch shift, sometimes used by artists like Tom Morello. Let's compare some features and tones. The XS1 is supposed to reduce the artifacts you sometimes get when using a pitch shifter, but I find the difference to be very marginal, especially if used in a live or mixed setting. I also find the SX1's tone to be slightly warmer, and again, in a mix or live, you probably aren't going to notice huge differences, if any, maybe unless you're like meticulously listening for it. The advantages of the XS1 over the drop are the bland detune switch and expression/control input, all features that the drop just doesn't have. As I mentioned, the extra octaves on the XS1 are a bit extreme, and while uptuning can offer some unique sounds, the downtuning in the last two full octaves just sounds like bowel movements. Now, one difference on the momentary switch on the drop is not only can you engage it to be the momentary effect, but you can also switch it on while the drop is engaged, and the momentary will be the bypass. The XS1 momentary switch, on the other hand, only engages the effect. Now, if you're trying to decide between these two pedals, there are a few things to consider. Do you need or want the extra features of the XS1, or will you be content with what the drop has to offer? There is also the availability and price. The XS1 retails for $199 while the drop retails for $249. And the availability of the drop can be a little bit hit and miss sometimes, and on the used market they go for about $130 to $200. With that said, if I didn't already have the drop and I was looking for a pitch shifter, I'd probably go for the XS1 just so I could have those extra features of up tuning and the expression control. Would I actually use those features? I don't know, but I like having the options even if I seldom use them. That and the price of the XS1 new is $50 lower than the drop. We'll have to see what they go for on the used market over the next year. It's a little early to predict. So is the XS1 a drop killer like some people are saying? I don't think so. People like to glamorize things a little too much sometimes. I think it's another option and people will choose accordingly to their needs. Now, if you're interested in the XS1, I do have a Zounds affiliate link in the description and the pinned comments. If you use that to purchase it, I get a small commission. And if you like the Digitech drop, there's an affiliate link to that as well. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to see more, and we'll see you next time.